phone is pointing us in the wrong direction. We're starting in Merimbula, we're heading to Wollongong, we are eating our way all along the South Coast. I'm Myffy Rigby, and here's what's good in the hood. Merimbula, more traffic than expected. I'm overstimulated. Look at this. Tell me all about Dulces.
So Dulces was an idea that came about when a friend and I came back for a high school reunion. We only had so much space to work with.
The bar was in focus and the food was kind of more of a side note, but now it's also almost kind of taken over a little bit.
We thought that a burger would be easy, smashable, short menu.
Dan Pepperell,
who was a good friend of ours and they were doing Hubert at the time. We borrowed him and tricked him into coming down for a week, and he helped us design that burger menu.
So we've got some brisket, some chuck, and some rump with a bit of fat to bind it. Fresh oak leaf lettuce. We've got our secret sauce, some tomato, super fresh, actually really light.
That is a hell of a juicy burger. I can understand why they're selling 600 of these a day. I'll just have like one more bite. Why Valentina and why here?
I suppose we wanted to bring almost an escape or an experience to Merimbula. It's something that we've been lucky enough to experience in venues, and we really wanted to bring it here, that dining, real buzzy atmosphere and a whole experience rather than just a restaurant or bar or whatever it is.
Tell us a little bit about the flank steak that's on the menu.
We could have quite easily gone down a style of meat, say a ribeye or something, but the flank for us, it's that lean, light cut of meat, presented beautifully on the plate, and with the anchovy butter, it's that rich but light enough kind of dish. It's a massive part of what we're doing here as well, and it's probably one thing that we sell more of.
We're on our way to Bermagui now to eat some delicious baked goods. It's just beautiful. I can hear the bellbirds. The water's so calm. Just loving it.
We had a restaurant on Lord Howe Island where I learned to bake bread. I got sort of somehow into sourdough. I got consumed by it, and then before I knew it we were making sourdough, selling it, and couldn't keep up, turning the restaurant into a bakery during the day and the restaurant at night, and here we are.
Oh, that is sultana rich. It's like the holy grail of snails, a holy snail. Perfect. How did you get started?
Well, it started off just me and Mum, family business, and then it slowly grew. Now it's me and my wife, Caroline, and there's like 35 people working with us now, from 50 pies a day to up to over 3,000 pies a day. So,
and now you've got lines around the block.
Yes.
For these pies.
Well, yeah, we change the menu around quite a bit, so there's always something different on.
What are we trying today?
Today we're going to try one of my favourites, which is a steak, lamb, fry and bacon. Yeah,
all right, should we hook in?
Absolutely.
All right.
There you go.
So Tri-Tip's really interesting cuts from Martin Ridge Farm in Conjola. Really good farmers. They farm, butcher, they do everything except for the abattoir side of it. It's not overly tender, still really nice rare, but you do have to chew a little bit. It's got good intermuscular fat, and it's got a really nice cap on top as well.
Boreal greens.
Yeah, native spinach grows on the sand dunes, so being around the beach here, we've got heaps of that. Just give them a little crisp up in the fryer. Got a little pepperberry sauce, so native pepperberries, really hot, real kind of fruity, almost like blueberry notes.
Actually, Tri-Tip is one of my favourite cuts. It's so flavourful and juicy, but it's got heaps of chew. It's got that extra sort of fat content as well. And I love the kind of the pepper steak treatment as well. You kind of get those old school vibes, but it's quite refined and it's actually quite light.
So we've been here
here since October, so I guess that's what, 5 months now. Really humble, simple food, nothing too fancy. My husband is Brazilian, so his heritage does show on the menu for today. Char-grilled barbecue flamed lamb rump with some caponata and some roasted vegetables, and you're also going to be trying the steak for today, which is a rump cap steak that comes with some beautiful polenta chips and some chimichurri on the side, both cooked over a Brazilian barbecue flame, so that will just show a bit of his heritage.
And the meat is so beautifully tender. It's really, really delicious. Tell me a little bit about Blue Swimmer.
Yeah, little cafe down by the water. We like to try to showcase all the abundance of what we have around us, so we try to buy as local as possible. So you've got harissa glazed lamb ribs. So we braise them off 2.5 hours in our master stock, fried till crispy, and then doused in the harissa glaze. We just serve it with a cumin yogurt just for that nice creamy effect, and macadamia. Beautiful. I think it's just not a cut you see very often. Something different. It's got that really unctuous, nice, meaty flavor, and it's something fun, right? Like you eat it with your hands and get right in there.
This is Gerringong, one of the prettiest, tiniest little places, but I also feel like I've said that about everywhere on the South Coast. I can just see the sea and the cliffs and the green grass and a beautiful tiny church, and we are outside the hill. We are going to go and eat some delicious meat, and I am keen.
It's family owned. Son and I, my husband, run it, and we're 4th generation farmers from the area here, so we've love local produce and we get a lot of that.
A little bit about this dish.
So it's a dish that Christoph's come up with. It's a lamb backstrap, and it's got some dumpling pumpkin and a nice sauce over the top of it. It's lovely, goat's cheese and pepitas.
Tell us a little bit about Eight Nonnas.
Yeah, so we both have background in fine dining, both worked in Sydney, and we just moved down to Wollongong. I was originally from here, so it was coming home for me. It's a little bit more relaxed. Yeah, we just wanted to do traditional style Italian food with our own spin on it. So we're just here for the next few months. Who knows where we go from here?
Here for a good time, not a long time.
That's it.
Ain't no nonnas.
Yeah, that's it. So the meatballs, little classic polpette, traditional beef and ricotta. The beef is actually Red Angus from Oberon in New South Wales. Paul Kurtz, biodynamically farmed. We go to like a local butcher and he minces it through twice for us, like daily for us, because we really care about the texture of that meat. Then we add the vanilla burrata to it. So we just wanted to be really soft meatball, like classic sugo, like lots of red wine in that one, and like a gremolata on top just to freshen it up a bit.
We couldn't have asked for better weather on the South Coast over the last few days. What a cracker. But I have to say, it's so beautiful all up and down the coast. We travelled as far as Merimbula, which is now probably as far as you want to go for a day trip, but absolutely worth it for what I would say is arguably one of the best hamburgers in Australia. The amazing Valentina with its excellent steak and seafood and brilliant oysters. We've stopped in for this incredible pasta pop-up. It's been a hell of a day. I can't wait to come back. And that's been What's Good in the Hood.